When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will get the ball first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties.
Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have its first possession of the game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road, potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wolverines. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Back to pass, it's Wallace. the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy...
Turning it on! Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing. Making the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. There he goes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Fired into the right, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. Past the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Great place to start for this offense. Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive. You have to step up, and the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Makes the quick grab. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it in. It's Farrell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gives it on the option. Shakes off the defender. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And a first down.
Looking downfield, it's Wallace. The short hands, it's Covey. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Just keep slinging it. Quick completion on the out. On the move at the 30. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to go up top. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He splits the uprights. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Pulls it in. It's Marshall. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him...
Gonna let it fly. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Finds the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The give to the back. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Wallace. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll give it to the back. The Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Looking for a gap. It's Marshall.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
And it's no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. A quick pass to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Wallace. With the catch, it's Farrell. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good...
Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking to throw again. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Anderson with the carry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give out of the gun. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Gray. Here comes the heat. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. On the move, it's Marshall. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
On the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way.
Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. The give to the tailback. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move move the sticks with the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They'll try to move on from that first down play. 2nd and goal from the 12. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add go.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Gray. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Fakes the grab on the left. Stumbled to the ground.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Spins away from the defense. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Like, stay away from the beef. Those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. Do a good job tossing the ball in the perimeter, but goodness gracious, has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards, but too many guys coming after him too quickly.
Tripped up for the tackle. The Wolverines come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.